Hello, everyone. Well, you know what I think? I think we're going to get to closing today. Keep your fingers crossed. We're just about to the end of section 3. And when you get to the end of section 3, as we've discussed, it is not the end of section 3. You keep reviewing section 3, and then you want to review sections 1 and 2, and there's just a lot to do. But the fact that you have gone through the whole thing is really something. So we don't have any more big moves to do for the first time. We're just gonna say, well, what comes? How do we finish off section 3 today? So we're gonna look at that and take your questions and also look at last week's move, bend bow, shoots tiger, because that's quite the move too. I thought we'd start where we did. I really, there's a part of me that really wanted to start back with the shuttles, but for time, because there is still a lot to do today, I am going to start us where we started last week, which is going to be at cloud hands. And then we'll do some cloud hands and then come back to single whip and then do the first snake creeps down. I think that's where I'm at, hopefully. So let's give that a try. So find yourself sort of in the middle of your space. In single whip, I think.
Cloud hands. 1, 2, 3, single whip, snake creeps down, golden rooster stands on one leg, 1, 2, step back and repulse the monkey, 1, 2, 3, diagonal flying, raise hands and step forward, white crane spreads its wings, left knee brush and push, needle at sea bottom, fan through the back, turn body, and white snake spits out its tongue. Step up, parry, block, and punch. Step up and grasp the bird's tail, ward off, right. Roll back, press, push, single whip, cloud hands, 1, 2, 3, single whip, high pat on horse, thrust out palm, turn body and cross kick, step up and punch to the groin, step up and grasp the bird's tail, ward off, right, roll back, press, push, single whip, snake creeps down, step up to 7 stars, step back to ride the tiger, turn body and lotus kick, bend the bow and shoot the tiger, step up, parry, block, and punch.
Aha, that's what comes next. How'd that go for everyone? Yeah, this is the moment when I always want to do it again. I'm like, but I was just getting warmed up. So it's hard, but that's the point. We're getting warmed up. Erlyn, do you have something to say?
No, it felt okay. You know, it's just time spent is what it comes down to, you know. I think I don't there was something that confused me, but I forgot after I finished, so maybe I'll remember later.
Was it towards the beginning or towards the end?
I have a feeling that it was some move that we've already done like a bazillion times.
Right.
So, you know.
Yes, that happens. That happens. Yeah, absolutely. Well, know that we're completing the form today, we think, but what we are then going to do, and for those who are catching it and looking forward to joining us next week, we're not here next week, but we are here the second week in July. So, so join us then. And we'll be reviewing all through July. So do join us then. All right, any particular moves of that you want to review at this point besides last week's move, then bow shoot tiger? Yeah, Michael.
This is going back to basic, but basic is throughout the entire sequence, all the moves. On, my question is, I've been practicing on grass bird's tail, roll back. Just a second, roll back. Do I want to sink my right shoulder a little bit when I come back and press?
I don't
My
think
shoulder-
you
if I keep
sink
my-
the right shoulder that much. Let me, so we're here. I'll do it the other way in a second. And then, I'm gonna do it towards you, right? Okay, I don't think it's so much that you sink the right shoulder, but your arms do. Your arms do seem to come down a little. See this arms up here? And as you come back, you know, it's more this height. Over here, it's this height. But I don't have a sense. I have a sense that my weight went back. So my arms are going down a little bit. It's not like I'm sinking the shoulder. It's not like I'm adding,
Yeah,
Erlyn.
I can see that you're not
Well,
really sinking the shoulder.
I mean, since the application is like you have somebody's arm probably, it
Yes.
seems like you would be pulling him that way and then you would just get that kind of just a slight down when you're pulling someone across. You're not going to just go like that because their body doesn't move that way. So
When I start talking energies, I am always nervous. But the rollback energy is kind of in the direction your opponent is going. So that's one thing to think about. So, you know, it's like, I mean, you can make them want to go in that direction, right? But oftentimes they're coming at you and you're helping them go in that direction. So yeah, there are, but we aren't, I mean, if you're really doing this application the way a lot of people do it, you know, you're really getting under them. And so the way we are taught is this is level. As we come back, there will be the slight down, but I don't think it comes down because I drop my shoulder. It's a really good question. So I'll ask some other folks. Michael, you always have such great questions. So I don't feel my shoulder dropping. It's not like I'm doing this, right?
Right.
It's not this. I'm keeping my body shape. I'm moving from right here. That doesn't mean that that you wouldn't do it differently in a true martial move, but this is the move where we are using our backward momentum, our connection with the other person, and as we come back.
I can see that. Your arm
Yeah.
stays steady, but as you come back, it just, because you're lowering your claw, it automatically comes down.
I think so. I
mean,
think
it stays
so.
pretty much stationary, but it just comes down because you're rolling back.
So my arm doesn't feel like it's come. I mean, my shoulder doesn't feel like it's doing this.
Okay.
I mean, it is. I don't mean to. I'm doing this.
Right.
But I don't feel like I'm scooping it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like doing anything like that.
You answered my question.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a really good question. Erlyn, you're looking like you've heard something else or you felt something else. So
well,
you might
I
be
actually
right.
asked this very question, but the answer that I got was not exactly something I was grasping. So although from doing some reading, it seems like I'm watching you, and when you turn, you can tell if your shoulder's dropping because of the relationship of your nose to your index finger, right? If you were dropping, then it would be lower in your face, but it seems to be like a waist. It's a waist thing, not a arm thing.
Yeah, I
I
think my
guess.
center's
That-
dropping some.
Yeah, so,
But I am connected to them, and my whole I'm using my whole body weight and my turn, and that's the most efficient way to do it. If I start throwing in something right here, that's, I don't see the point of that. And it would seem like local energy. It's not that I can't, whip that shoulder. It's not that I can't whip anything, but I don't see why I drop it personally. This is something I don't know, so I'm making it up, and that's probably a bad idea. So we'll stop there. Really great question, Michael. And the other thing, just in general, to say to everybody is that the single best thing you can do for your Tai Chi really is always know where your center is. We talk about your Tai Chi pole and your spine and your, but I mean the very center of you. And start every single movement there and try to have it give energy to every movement that you make. And so in this particular movement, I'm not going to start it like this or start it like this. I'm going to start it from right here. And I'm very conscious of just a turning there in that part. And now I'm conscious of a turning and a coming back, a straight back of that center that I can use. So I've got it going like this, and I've got it going like this, and I've got my whole body connected to it. So that brings my whole body able to make this movement. Anyway, that's my thought.
Okay.
All right, and these conversations are great, and I look forward to more of them, especially with more folks who know more than I do. It sounds good. Any other questions from this? How are we feeling about last week's movement? Bend bow, shoot tiger. Let's just go through it a little bit. So before bend bow, shoot tiger, we've just come out of our lotus kick, right? And we're standing on one leg, our arms are to the side, and the first thing we do is we sink, straighten the leg, and it feels like it goes out to our right about a half a step in front of us and points towards the corner, because that makes a nice bow step. And you can see that if you look in my picture. If you step out here, you step out too far forward and point it, you will have a hard time getting shoulder width apart. So just caution you that it will feel, when you do this footwork, it will feel like you're sort of, if you're looking this way, you know, it sort of feels like that's a big step to the right, right? It's pointed out. Then remember, we are going to, from this center now, from this center, as we heel, ball, toe, we are turning, shifting our weight, and our arms are swinging. Then we make our fists as we start to bend our knee and turn back. And it's a very powerful turn that we make square to 9 o'clock. Square to 9 o'clock. Square chested. Left arm is out at a 45-degree angle, and our right arm is too. It's kind of like this. That's about where our arms are. So if you wonder where they are. So let's do that again. And then Erlyn, you brought up last time about keeping your feet in the stirrups, very important. So we're going to sink, step, turn, swing. And just as you're going to bend your knee, you're going to turn back, make those fists, and punch. Now, where's your bow step? Like mine's a little narrow, so I'm going to fix mine. Fix that bow step so that you could be pushing. Turn. That's where you want to feel when you finish. You want to feel like you've just pushed in a way, right? You've had your energy going this way, but you've also come over here. You don't want your spine to drift towards your right leg.
Can you do that facing me?
Sure.
Because
Maybe.
I'm more concerned about what my right arm is doing.
Yeah, I get it. All right, so here we are. We're here. Sink, step, right? Swing, heel, ball, toe. And then we are going to turn back and rotate, make our fists, and punch. So what happens here is, I don't know how to explain. If you're swinging the arm and you snap it back, and so it has an opportunity, this right arm has this opportunity to just come up and over, right? So that's what happens there. The left arm, it's a little more complicated. It swings, and then as you turn, it just travels across your body like this. And if you turn fast enough, you see it's, I don't know how to explain its trajectory. You see its trajectory here? It's just, you're also opening this shoulder. You're not going to open it too far, but you're going to, remember, it's all the way over here. So this hand comes up, and as you turn, it's not just that I'm turning, right? And then trying to do this, that would be really hard, right? No, I've come up with my left arm, and as I turn, I open the shoulder. So as I open with the power of my turn, I let the power of my turn, the energy of my turn, also open the shoulder. So that helps propel that arm. You know, I don't know how to say it. It's over here, and you cut in slow motion, sort of it comes across, and it just keeps going. You know, it just because it straightens out, but it ends up going in a straight line.
So you're not doing anything with your wrist.
No.
Your wrist is staying pretty much stationary, and then it's coming across.
No, because you know, then you might end up punching. Yeah, no.
Okay.
If you're gonna punch, you wanna be here. Yeah, you don't want to be like this. Yeah.
That makes it a lot
So
easier.
we are not doing it. You're gonna come up like this.
Uh-huh.
Your move is this, you know, is gonna be like this, right? And then as you like this, as you turn back, you're making these fists and opening this arm. You know, it's hard if you don't, if your body can't do it fast, it's hard to believe, but it actually, you can actually throw it. So, you know, and I don't want to encourage people to do that because you might like throw your arm, your shoulder or something, right? but it's actually you do, and Master Yang will say you don't need to turn this wrist this way, right? It's open the shoulder, yes. And by the time you're not doing this, right? That's not what needs to happen. It comes across like that. Yes, Erlyn.
Okay, so two things. I'll start with this one because she just did it. But so is this timing of this? It's a lot, is it a lot like other in the form, you know, there's this kind of like rule-ish where, you know, when you cross your center line, then it changes. You know, is it kind of like about center line, then we get that outward motion that like, then it becomes the outward thing?
Sure.
About
Sure, that would make sense. That would make sense. But my advice is gently, if your body will take it, you know, just it's a turn. You're turning this way, and then I suspect at the last minute you turn back. If you were really doing it, you know what I mean? You'd go like this and turn, and then turn back. And that little turn back would be that snap out.
Okay.
I'm just saying, that's what I think it would be. But when we are actually doing it in the form, we are just, you know, we're not getting all those, we don't turn past, but I suspect that's what it would really be.
So, thank you. And the second thing is, so I want to verify again that, so this is like the twistiest kind of waist thing I think there is in the form as far as an ending posture, or it feels that way to me. With your hips being square to one corner and your chest being as close to addressing the 9 o'clock as you can.
No,
Is that correct?
So yes. Okay, so let's go here. Let's just get in a push. Everybody get in a push, a really good push, and make sure, you know, let's push. Just a review of push. You come in and you're pretty close here. You see how close I am? So if you're way out here, that's probably too far. And you come down and you push out, right? So get to where you really feel that you're in a good bow step. Now, put your right arm up here and just put your left arm out there somewhere. Somewhere here, just somewhere, right? Don't worry about where it is right now. And then I just want you to turn, just turn. Can you turn? Can you just turn on that axis? I mean, you can probably turn all the way, you know, all the way to 6 o'clock. I mean, it's amazing. If you're in the center there, if you're really centered, you have a lot of flexibility. When you don't feel that you have that flexibility, look at your bow step. Look at your bow step. Your bow step may have your hips not in the center. For years, that always felt weird to me until, and still sometimes I get it in the wrong place. But if your bow step is really to that corner and it doesn't drift, if your bow step is like this and not like that, you see the difference? I mean, I'm going straight now instead of the corner. But because we're turning, there's this tendency to turn our hips. Don't turn your hips. Don't turn the bottom part of your spine. Turn your waist. Turn your waist. Yeah, Erlyn.
Okay, so and that final turn is when you bend knee and then do that. So this is very tricky getting the whatever the last fundamental essential thingy coordinating the body thing.
Upper or
This
lower?
this is a really good one to work on for that sort of thing, I think.
It is. So let's actually work on that for a moment, right? So let's see. I think if we do it from here, we're here. Let's do it from here. Let's do it this way. Maybe this is the way we should do it, right? So from here, let's just try it, right? We're gonna sink step, okay? We're going to swing our arms, heel, ball, toe. And then you get to this point, you really wanna bend that knee. Now, I want you to make sure you're in the center, only the top part. Think of just your shoulders if you need to, are making this turn. It's a bigger swing than that, but it doesn't take your hips with it. Make sure you're still in that bow step to the corner. Put your hands up here. Put your chest to the corner, and then put your chest that way. That's where you're going. So if you were already here, get the feel, only you're already here then. So let's get into it. Sink, step, heel, ball, toe, turn, 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 swing, and turn back. When you turned back, did you feel that your spine needed to make an effort to keep going the other way? I do. I have to consciously.
So you want us to keep our hips in the corner, but our waist to go to the opposite corner.
Not your way. No, your waist is only going 45 degrees. So here we go. I'm gonna do a bow step here, right? Bow step here. My waist is gonna go here. That's all that's happening. This to this. This to this. And I'm not taking my hips with me. Now hold this hip right here. It's the rest of me. Okay, that's hard to do. I mean, it depends on you might only get part way. We're all have different levels of flexibility, right? But you don't want to turn that whole hip this way. Okay?
Right, the
Just
hips try to stay in the corner, but the waist moves this direction. Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Don't make anything uncomfortable, but it's just think of turning your shoulders for now, right? Think of turning your shoulders. Don't think of turning. You're not doing this. See, you're not doing that. That goes right down to my ankle. It's not a good thing, right? You want this bow step, and then you want to turn. Think of turning your shoulders, and then maybe you can get a little further and turn your spine a little further. If you can't turn your shoulders all the way, that's okay. Turn it this far. It'll still be. People will see you turn, right? Even if you only turn this far. Almost, Erlyn. Almost. It looks good, Michael. I can see you trying to keep those hips. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Don't hurt yourself. Be gentle. Be really gentle with yourself. All right, so let's try it a few times. From here. Bend bow, shoot tiger, sink, step, swing, turn, turn, back, grind those feet right in for that bow step. Everybody's hands look really good, by the way. They all look great. Make sure I don't think anyone is doing this. Make sure you don't do this, right? With your elbow, if you can, your shoulder's going to go up a little bit, but don't have this. I don't think anyone's doing that. You look very good. Let's do it a couple more times. Let's do it in the let's do it. Let's still do it in this direction. This is a good direction. And then we'll do it to the side. Sink, step, swing, turn, turn back. And then this back in the original position. Sink, step, swing, heel, ball, toe, turn back. Your front knee will be bent, just like in push, when you're done. Depending on the length of your bow step, it'll be bent, a little, and your back will be straight, but it's always, you see how it's always straight up and down, but it's bent. The bottom part of my leg is straight up and down. So, all right, shall we go on? Let's get through the rest of, yes, let's get through what's next. All right, so what's next? What's next?
The ending.
So the ending. So here we are. Here we are. Here, right? We're gonna do parry, block, and punch. So we're gonna stand on our right foot, take our left foot and pivot it out to the corner. Then we're gonna open our left fist and start to move and pivot the right foot in and bring our arms to the center. It's a lot. So let's do it from here. So I think you'll be able to see it from here better. So here we are. I think paradoxically you'll be able to see it. So I'm pretending to see it, right? So you're gonna put your left foot out to the corner. I'm pretending to see it so that I know what's gonna happen. Open your left hand, keep your sort of left elbow where it is, start bending it, bring your other arm down, and your right foot is pivoting. So what's the footwork here? The footwork is from here to here to here, feet parallel. If I did it this way, maybe this is the way to do it. So we're here. The footwork Pivot the left foot out to the corner. Shift our weight, pivot on the heel, parallel. So you feel 60-40 here. You're going to be connecting with somebody, and then you're going to move all of your weight to your left foot. Bring the right foot just into neutral, and then out. One line, two sides. Step into your bow step, and finish parry, block, and punch. Bend knee. So let's actually try that. From here, you can be behind me, and I'll emphasize the footwork, and I'll talk about the arms. So here we are. Remember, let's get a good bow step and get those arms up. There we go. Make sure. Now, be aware of your right foot stabilizing you. As you turn out your left foot, now immediately thereafter, you're going to open, you're going to start to move to the left, bending your left knee, pivoting on your right, and your arms are going to come to center. So see, our footwork is parallel now, and your arms look like this. Okay? And as we connect with them, our arms come down, parry, block, and punch. Our left foot comes in to neutral. Our arms finish their swing. You step out. We've done this before. One line, two sides. Our right arm comes up in front of us. Our left arm is behind us. And remember this? Punch. Let's try it from here. From bend bow, shoot tiger. And sink step. Swing, turn, turn back. Remember that bow step. Now we're looking off to the left. We're gonna be aware of our right foot. Turn out, open that quad, the left foot, and nothing changes, but as soon as it's there, open this left hand and start to move. And pivot your right foot, arms coming to center. You look good. All right. Now keep coming down, swinging back. Everything comes to center. You're standing on your left foot, and one line, two sides as you finish your swing. Heel, ball, toe, as all your weight goes forward, except that little tiny root in the back. Remember this? And swing step. And punch, shift weight. So how's that transition feeling? It's not so different from what we've done before. Or Lynn says it's okay. Let's try it. I'm watching Michael. Go for it, Michael.
This hand comes down.
Yeah, let's look at those. Let me show you those hands again. So here we are. We're like this. This foot comes out, this hand opens, and boom. It doesn't look like it here, but they're right in front of me, right? Right in front of me. So this arm is actually pointing towards the middle forearm. And this arm is very bent. You see that? It's bent up. right? It's making my connection point very strong. Then I come, this is just like this, right? And out, one line, two sides with that right foot. Heel, ball, toe, move forward. Stand on it, all your weight is there. Then Tai Chi pole, count on that Tai Chi pole, spin around it. Nice, and punch.
Can you show me the left arm one more time?
At the beginning,
Very beginning, when as it comes down, as you come down underneath your right arm.
okay, let's see. We are here, right? Left foot, open, right? So you want the right arm or the left arm just bends, palm up. It's still on, it's still, my elbow's still above my left knee. And the right hand does not open. So let's try that again. From here, you don't need to open it. So from here, open the left foot, open the left hand and start to move. And then the right arm, think of the right arm as, think of this point coming down like this. And the left arm just bends in to meet it. Nice. And the right arm, see, is still a fist. One more time. From here, left foot out, open the left hand, and then bend the left arm. There you go. And it's going to feel like it's palm down almost. It's like a diagonal down right in front of you. Then this part is going to, you're deflecting somebody. You're connecting with them here, and you're going to turn, swing, but you're also bringing the foot in and out. We've done that several times. Then heel, ball, toe, until I was watching you guys, I couldn't do it. And then turn.
Yeah, I had a tendency, I wanted to make this a sweeping motion, but it's not. It's just it just comes right in.
It just bends in. That's
Got
right.
it.
It just bends in. Yes, Erlyn?
So the feeling I'm getting from this arm coming in is the same I get when we do this. It's like wait, where are we like this? Since my body is turning, wait, am I doing this right? Like this, and then like that. Since my body turns, it's like my arm just kind of closes into that position.
Let's
kind of like
yeah, let's just watch the upper body here. So we are here actually. Sorry, we're here. So this is where we start. I mean, as if this is 9 o'clock, right? This foot goes out. I am gonna stay. Now I'm gonna be at the corner. You're right. Yes. Now I'm gonna be at the corner. Or I'm coming towards the corner. And then I turn back. Well, I don't turn back, but my hips move, right? It feels like I'm turning back because my center is different. And then come forward. I love parry, block, and punch, but boy, it's hard to describe.
But once you bring your right hand in, your left hand in, and your right in like this, it's just a basic parry, block, and punch from that point, right? A normal.
Yes. So if I'm coming back here just to give us more room, I'm starting like this, out. I come down, I open this hand, come in, and then I've got to move all my weight over. That's the only thing that's a little different. Everything comes to neutral here, and then keeps swinging as your foot comes out, coming forward, spin, block, and strike as you turn back. Yes, it's just another parry, block, and punch. So one of the things I'd hoped to do today was really look at the footwork for all the other parry, block, and punches, because you're always coming to neutral in a different way. So when you go through the whole form, I mean, sometimes you come straight back, sometimes you go straight forward, and this is the one where you come in from the side to neutral. But you come to neutral, you have to come to neutral in one way or another as you're swinging your arms to get ready.
You're keeping the right arm as a fist the whole sequence, right?
That's right. You never have to make it, because why would you unmake it to make it? Yes.
Right. Got it.
All right. So let us try our hand at how we would finish this off, right? So we'll do it two ways, but from here, we are going to do bend bow, shoot tiger. So from the end of lotus kick, sink, step, and swing, turn back, shoot. Left foot out, left hand open, shifting over, hands at the center, and pull and swing them down, neutral out with the foot, and parry, block, punch, apparent closing up. Little left hand turn, give way with that right arm, and open, back, turn, push, shifting back, and paint that rainbow as you turn for cross hands. Then at the end of section 1, we learned closing. We're going to straighten up our knees, present our palms, our hands, make those end caps, and push down. And that's the end of section 3. Shall we do that whole last bit from snake creeps, from single whip to snake creeps down? All right. So we have a single whip here. Snake creeps down. Foot, back, sink, forward into step up 7 stars. Forgetting what I was doing. There you go. Step back, ride tiger. Lotus kick. Circling our arms, pull with that right arm, and around, and around, and however you're getting around to where you started, stand on the left foot, however you're going to kick, and bend bow, shoot tiger. Sink, straighten, turn right, turn left, shoot, and parry, block, and punch. Left foot out, left hand open, and arms to center, right foot pivots. Swing, come to neutral, step out, parry, block, and punch. Apparent closing up. We've ended each section this way, cross hands. Closing. Any last questions? All right, let me see if I can find the very, I don't know if I can. Oh, it should be like, let's just see what we can find. Find the last 2 minutes. We'll see what it is. Probably single whip. Let's hope. Maybe not.
Snake creeps
Oh,
down.
yes.
Step up to 7 stars. Step back to ride the tiger. Turn body and lotus kick. Bend the bow and shoot the tiger. Step up, parry, block, and punch. Apparent closing up. Cross hands. Closing.
We are done. That's right. And begun. We are begun. And there's just so much more for us to discover within this form and within Tai Chi. You folks started in February of 2023. And it is the end of June in 2024. So it has been 17 months, I guess, right? Something like that. So that's about normal for learning the long form. So congratulations, and we'll spend another month on it. And then you'll figure out what your Tai Chi journey is from here. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.